Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, hopefully elect. And me, brother, y'all call from Great Millstone, Orlando. And just wanted to do another video. Just going into a very common, simple question that a lot of these, especially when it comes to these fake, phony Christians, they can't even answer. Going into what is love? And of course, a fake, phony Christian will tell you that Jesus is love, but Jesus lets you do whatever you want to do, and that's not love, because pursuant to this, Romans 8. Romans 8. Let's start at verse 32. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Shah, he's all about life, productivity. All right. I always use the comparison. Let's just say every person, every individual in the city of Orlando were to become a Mo, then the population of Orlando would cease. Why? Because there's no life in that. There's no productivity in that. And that, again, Yahweh Bashim Shah is all about life. Verse 34, blessed is the man that heareth me, blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. Because coming into the same mind, becoming one with Yahweh Shai, as Yahweh Shai is one with the Heavenly Father, we understand why judgment is necessary. It says, for whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. So again, this is what Jesus promotes, death. Again, come as you are. Basically, you can do whatever you want to do. Right? And it's because we have adapted that mindset is while we are over here on the other side of the world prophesying in sackcloth, wearing skinny jeans, and so on and so forth, while we are over here on the other side of the world, through and through. All right? Because every man seemeth right in his own eyes. All right, but Yahweh Bashim Shah give us instruction, laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? Although Jake looks at the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shah as grievous, but nevertheless, there is so much freedom. There is so much motion of range within the guidances of Yahweh Bashim Shah's laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, there's so much freedom. You see, but it's all about productivity. It's all about life. You see, so when we go against that, well, for one, this is why sin came into the world after the fall of Adam. And ever since then, shit just went to shit. You see, we'll grab another one in Proverbs 19. And 16. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die. So you see, all right. Again, the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shah, it produces life. All right. Yahweh Bashim Shah is all about productivity. All right. So, verse 17, it says, he that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and that which he hath given will he pay him again. So, again, going back to the question, what is love? Right? Well, ultimately, it's St. John 2. I'm sorry. 2 John Second John, uh, 2 John 1:6, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is a commandment that, as ye have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it. So, what is love? It is the keeping of Yahweh Bashim Shah's ways, laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, because it breeds nothing but life, productivity. Again, all right, because walking in the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai, which Yahweh Shai, he's the ultimate example. All right. Because the thing about it, when you apply Yahweh Bashim Shai, you never go wrong. When you actually apply love, which is the keeping of commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai, you never go wrong. And that's why we were given examples such as Yahweh Shai loved the church. Hey, so are we, right? Dealing with relationships, friendships, brotherhood, whatever, in all things. Whenever we apply these scriptures, you never fail. That's why the scriptures talk about prosperity. Doing it the way that Yahweh Bashim Shah said to do it. Hey, that's how we find true success. Because you can never go wrong when it comes to walking in the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shah. So that goes with anything, relationships, friendships, counsel, right? Whenever you apply Yahweh Bashim Shah, you never fail. That's why, going back to the Proverbs 19:16 again, or 17, he that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord. So, putting yourself, so like you're putting others' needs above yourself. Again, Yahweh Shai, he's a perfect example, our greatest example of this. All right, gave his life down for the commonwealth. All right, so that we all have a shot, so that we all can. Well, only the elect are going to make it, but still through Yahweh Shai's sacrifice, even the 2/3 will be able to come back. So, like I said, putting others' needs above your own. All right. So this is what love is: keeping the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and in it you can never you never go wrong. You never fail when you apply Yahweh Bashim Shai and what he said to do it the way that the Lord said to do. Something so simple as going into this law here, Deuteronomy 20. And this goes to show you the characteristics of our power. It shows you the characteristics of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. As far as his long suffering, his mercy, just his overall goodness, man. Deuteronomy 20:19. When thou shalt besiege a city a long time in making war against it, to take it, thou shalt not destroy the trees thereof by forcing an axe against them. For thou mayest eat of them, and thou shalt not cut them down. For the tree of the field is man's life, to employ them in the siege. Only the trees which thou knowest that they be not trees for meat, thou shalt destroy and cut them down. And thou shalt build bulwarks against the city that maketh war with thee until it be subdued. So, because this Esau shows you this, man. Just to take, and destroy. Well, where's the mercy in that? Where's the loving kindness in that? Again, this is something so what may appear insignificant, but this is again this right here shows you the characteristics of Yahweh Bashim Shai. You see, just greedy, man, just greed and doing too much, overdoing it. For what? For no reason. You see, for no reason. So even when it comes to certain things like this, man, this is how you show love, man. And that's one thing about Jake, man. Jake loves to walk around, show love, man. Talk about showing love, love this and showing love, and that's one thing about Jake. But with the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai, when you apply Yahweh Bashim Shai, you'll never go wrong. In a relationship, man, again, marriages, whatever it may be. When you apply Yahweh Bashim Shai, you never go wrong. You never fail. All right. So this is what love is, man. The keeping up Yahweh Bashemal Shai, His law, statutes, and commandments. Which again, it's all about productivity. All right, produces life, and so on and so forth, man. Quick hit, Lord willing, this is edifying. Kaula Laim, Yahweh Bashemal Shai, Shalom.